74% of South African business leaders look to other emerging markets for growth and best practice. For more on this, I'm joined on the line now from Dubai by Sunil Joshi. He's CEO of Neotel. Thanks so much, Sunil, for joining us this afternoon. Well, we've had, as I said, research from Neotel and Tata Communications coming through. 74% of South African business leaders looking to emerging markets for growth and best practice advice. And certainly this is from a lesson perspective, right?
Yes, certainly. And what we did Neotel did in conjunction with Tata Communications was engage an independent research firm, Vanson Bourne, to survey about 1,600 business leaders in emerging markets and some mature markets. And about a little less than 10% of those were South African business leaders. And it gave us an interesting insight that not all best practice now is looked at to come from developed markets, but almost three-quarters of South African business leaders are looking to other emerging markets, not just for growth, but also lessons learned, and seeing how they can apply some of those lessons learned into their own businesses as they're choosing to expand within South Africa, as well as expand into other emerging markets for growth.
Well, what it does do is highlight the growing influence of developing markets within this global economy. What are some of the challenges in actually getting strategy right and employing strategy within home territory?
Well, there were three or four key things that were pointed out as challenges experienced by businesses. One was political stability. Second was talent, which became quite an important an obstacle to come over, but also the need for structured, stable, reliable, and secure communication infrastructure in any geography that the businesses were choosing to expand into. And as a matter of fact, about 46% of the South African respondents also said they see enough growth opportunity within home country, that's South Africa, which is absolutely terrific. But they also saw growth opportunity in both China and India, almost equal. About 24% said China and 22% chose India as other growth opportunity destinations.
Yeah. One of the major reasons that's cited for chasing these growth opportunities is that these companies are looking to benefit from cost savings, with 35% of South African respondents selecting this as a reason for their organization. And we know that that's something that we're grappling with getting right locally in the mining sector, but in sectors across the board where infrastructure is a key consideration to make, and what's making it harder to drive those costs lower, Sunil.
Oh, certainly, and rightfully pointed out. South Africa stood out in the survey that we did as looking at other geographies, emerging markets, to find better ways of managing or optimizing costs, in addition to looking at opportunities for growth. And a combination of both will in my view, as we look at these survey results, enable South African businesses to become much more agile domestically as well as in the global marketplace. And I must add here that the survey that we did, it was an independent survey, and we didn't specifically say it was a telecommunications organization that was conducting the survey. So really it's about business leaders' thought processes around their home markets as well as what they're looking at expanding into emerging markets as well. So it was a great insight.